poppin' pussy like pimples. Send my brother like kinfolk. You get spun in the simple. Ay, ay, ay.
So this man's about to help
you are
2,000
about to
people walk
watch
again.
is unlike anything
That's amazing.
we've ever done.
Just pause. Everybody, Mr. Beast is probably one of the most lit human beings on planet Earth. It's the amount of people's lives that this man has changed and or affected and or just helped, even if it's for a day or a couple of months or a year or a couple of years, like amazing, bro. Let's just shout out to Mr. Beast, bro.
Walking is
Everybody's
something
watching
most of
you
us
and
take
taking
for
this down
granted
as a
every
blueprint
day.
for
But for
who's
millions of
next.
amputees all around the world, they don't have that same luxury. But in this video, for 2,000 people, that is about to change.
I had an accident back in 2020, and I shattered both my ankles.
When he first got sick, they didn't even think he would live another year.
I was in a car wreck when I was 17. That's how I lost my feet.
And to kick things off, we're going to help Stephanie.
Hi.
Bro, hearing all the stories of the
Good.
people
We're
of the
so
world is
excited you're
definitely
here.
crazy, bro.
I'm so nervous.
How long has it been since you've been able to walk on your own?
I have not walked on my own since 2009.
Almost 15 years since you've been able to walk on your own.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, we might have something that can change that.
This is your brand new leg. Here you go.
Thank you.
What do you
Oh
think
my
of
gosh,
it?
I love her.
You ready to try it on?
I am.
Okay, let's slide it on in.
Okay.
What do you think?
Feels wonderful.
All right. You ready to stand up? Wow.
That's crazy.
For
'cause
the first
for them,
time in
that's
15 years,
That's amazing. Imagine having to
Stephanie
sit
is
everywhere
actually walking.
and like roll
Oh,
around in
it's
wheelchairs and whatnot.
wonderful. That's my dad.
Bro,
Does it warm your heart to be
That's
able
a
to see her
luxury,
move around
bro.
again?
a privilege.
I'm just glad that she's going to be able to get to do some things she wants to. Not be a prisoner anymore.
You guys can look each other in the eyes now.
We can dance.
And
That's
that's
awesome.
exactly what they did. It felt so good to be able to help Stephanie and her family. So we did the same
Mr.
thing
Beast
for
is a
Colleen.
great guy,
It's
bro.
been 7 months since you were able to
bro.
walk.
This is like
ready.
this whole
Let's do
video
it.
gonna have me smiling, bro.
It's amazing
The whole
to
video,
have
bro.
another chance.
And we helped
It
David,
is.
Adrian, Linda,
They haven't
and
walked- like,
Carrie.
these people
But to be
haven't
honest,
walked in
we could not have
years,
pulled this
bro.
off without the help of some incredible people.
We
Martin,
replace
bi-
limbs that people have
bionics.
lost.
What's a typical cost for someone to get like a prosthesis like this?
Anywhere from 5 to 50,000.
And it sounds crazy, but most of the people in this video
That's
either cannot
expensive.
afford insurance or did not have adequate coverage. Meaning, if we didn't step in, they might not have ever walked again.
And if insurance doesn't cover that,
And this is the reason why I say Mr. Beast is a great guy, because he literally helped people, and he's this is 2,000 people that's lives are completely changed because of the fact that he decided to help them. That's just fire, bro. And it's crazy, like he just said, if he didn't come and step in and help them and partner with them to make sure that these people could have prosthetic legs and whatever else that they need to get back to a normal kind of ish everyday life, it's amazing, bro. Crazy. The
what
amount
do you
of
do?
people that's
You
lives are
hope
changed
and
or affected
fundraise
or
and pray that
just in a
someone like you
positive
comes
way
along.
for Mr. Beast, bro.
wait,
Nobody
to buy
else
this
is
on your
no
own would
like
take
he's
you
a
10
one of
years.
one right now,
Yes.
That's Chandler.
bro. Like if I could,
Obviously,
I would like
that's
to do
not
some of the
okay.
stuff that he
So we're
does.
gonna send you home with
Like, real
$10,000.
This is a day in my life I would never forget.
No problem. You came in with one leg, and now you're leaving with two and a briefcase full of money.
Best day of my life.
Oh man, it feels awesome.
It feels so real, like it's part of me.
You can walk again, and you don't have the financial burden.
that's amazing.
This is life changing.
Here I am now. I'm very thankful.
As we learned through this process, when you lose your ability to walk, you also lose the ability to do life's most basic tasks, something
Yep.
that Greg knows all too well.
Everything's twice as hard as it used to be. I played
Yeah.
tennis all the time with the family, but I'd be happy just being able to stand up and do the dishes.
Okay, let's see how your new leg fits.
All right, he's getting right into it.
It's a good feeling to stand up. All right.
And to actually be able to
Whoa,
walk,
how's it feel?
bro.
I'll
This
tell you
video,
what,
seeing these
it
people
makes you
like,
smile.
When
yeah,
you're an
it
amputee,
does, bro. And I'm not
everyday
like, bro.
activities can feel like insurmountable
Seeing that
tasks.
people
But for
help
Travis,
and people
there's
happy,
a
bro,
special
it makes
occasion
me
coming
happy,
up
bro.
that he just can't do sitting down.
My daughter's been planning a wedding since she was 3, 4 years old.
I've always dreamed of having my dad walk me down the aisle.
It's crazy the
Do you mind,
emotion that you
telling us
can
a little
feel
bit
from
about
other
yourself?
people.
Yeah, I used to run 6, 7 days a week if I was bored. And I was in a car wreck when I was 17, had osteomyelitis, and that's how I lost my feet.
How long has it been since you were able to walk normally?
I don't know what normal is anymore.
Are you guys
That's
excited
crazy.
to see him walk again?
Yeah, super excited.
Here's your right leg. Here you go. And here's the left leg.
It's just awesome.
You got this.
First step. You want
He's
to go
actually
for it?
standing up like, oh my
Wow,
goodness.
he's
Like,
walking better than some of the people with one leg. But you're making this look easy.
I'm just ready to start running.
What's it like to see him walking?
It's awesome.
I'm
that's
excited.
crazy.
No hands. No hands.
That's crazy.
Now you can walk her down the aisle.
Yeah.
Wow.
Down the aisle, have father-daughter dance.
I know this wedding is important to all of you, which is why I
bruh.
asked your soon-to-be husband how much the wedding would cost.
And on this wheelchair is the exact amount. We're gonna cover the entire cost of your wedding, and
Bro,
now your
Mr.
dad
Beast
can
is
join you down
a
the aisle.
great guy, bro. Wait,
Thank you for
that
not telling
doesn't
her.
even,
I
that
really
laugh doesn't
appreciate it.
do it
Thank you
justice.
so
I really
much.
wanted
Real
an
question,
applause,
though, is,
but
are we
I don't have an
invited?
applause
Yeah.
point.
Gotta bring some
I need to put that
Oh,
on there.
deal.
And he wasn't kidding. Later in this,
This is the
video,
best
we
I can do.
actually we're paying for all the prosthetics in this video. That won't always be the case. And while $5,000 to $50,000 is already too expensive for most people, that price tag is felt even heavier in developing countries. Which is what brought me to Guatemala to meet David, who founded the Range of Motion Project to address the lack of prosthetics for the underprivileged.
One of the ways that prosthetic care gets delivered to the poor is poor technology.
So what makes it so expensive?
Very expensive
What
pieces of
going on
technology.
is Ken?
And David found
yes,
a
sir.
simple way to maintain
Sam's
quality at only
Yeah,
1/10 the cost.
Everything that you see here is part of our global inventory of recycled components.
That shit
Everything
crazy.
in this room is recycled from some other prosthetic.
A lot of it is still functional.
So if you have a prosthetic that you want to donate so he can use it to help more people, just go to this website right here. That's how he's able to make it so cheap so he can help the poorest of the poor all around the world.
And for us, that
That's
means
fire.
we can help even more people get back to their full
It's crazy
lives here
seeing
in
people
Guatemala.
walk that haven't walked in so long
From
and
everything,
how
as
happy
adventurous as
in
riding
everyday
motorcycles.
You're
This
making
is,
this look easy.
Mr. Beast is he went around and helped 2,000 people that were hurt with previous injuries during their life that probably would have never walked again in their life. He's going around and making sure that they get prosthetics. He paid for a dude's a couple's wedding. He this other dude, he gave $10,000. Like he's going around helping people, bro. This shit fire. This shit fire. I ain't gonna lie. Shit make you smile, bro. Real shit.
Down to the smallest pleasures of life.
You guys are
Mr.
adorable.
Beast be mad lit, bro. Mad
Primero que
lit.
quiero hacer es salir a caminar con mi familia.
Like just seeing these people's face that haven't walked in years.
Like hugging your family.
Years is just crazy,
Let's
bro.
take our first step together.
Or watching a child reclaim their independence.
And
At
it
any
makes
stage
it so,
of life,
you know, all
a
these
new
people
limb
can't
can
do
mean
simple tasks
everything.
that we can do.
And by the end of the
every day
day,
just
we
'cause
had helped
we can
so
walk.
many people. But our mission was
One
just
guy, he was like,
getting
I'm just
started.
happy
You're saying
to be
some
able to
people
stand
can't
up and do
even
the
make it
dishes.
to the facility.
It's just
I was
a
like, bruh.
mountainous, tough country to travel in. Rivers that people have to cross, jungles that people have to get through. Not being able to walk is really kind of trapping patients in their homes.
Which is why David sometimes has to leave the clinic and visit the patients in their own
he's
home,
an
which
amputee
comes with its
himself.
own difficulties.
Where's your truck at?
That's crazy.
I thought we're taking your guys' cars.
No.
We don't have a truck.
You don't have a truck to go reach these people in remote places?
No.
With the bulk of ROM's resources going into staffing and the prosthetics themselves, they can't afford reliable transportation to get to hard-to-reach patients. That is, until now.
I could have sworn that was your truck. If it's not, why does it say romp on the side?
That's crazy.
We worked with the staff, none of them told them.
This brand new $65,000 truck is fully equipped to traverse even the most difficult terrain.
Thank you guys.
But I mean, Mr. Beast helping
Let's go break
everybody
it in by
out here,
giving away
bro.
some legs.
All right.
And the further away we got from
Mr.
the
Beast helping
bustling
the
streets
guy
of
who's helping
Guatemala
people.
City, I realized
Like-
David wasn't kidding when he said these places were hard to get to. As we headed to a
Shit,
home
I didn't get a
located on the
notice yet
side
again.
of a
I am
literal
sorry. How are
volcano
you?
in the
Counter
middle of the
what's
jungle.
going on, my brother?
I now
I'm doing
understand
good.
why this truck
what
was
happened to
so
your
valuable.
notifications?
Oh my God.
Your notifications
Yeah,
ain't
I could
working?
not imagine driving a normal car down this road.
We finally made it here. And our journey up the volcano brought us here to meet Kevin,
let me
who was
hold our
left
truck.
severely burned and without either of his legs in an accident 24 years ago. You're living on the side of a volcano. How do you get around? This is very difficult terrain.
Sí, es algo difícil.
It's too rough for him, so someone actually does need to push him in a wheelchair.
And that ends today.
Booty with he subbed with his Twitch Prime today, bro. We lit, bro.
Your first step.
We mad lit in this guy. Big W's in the chat. Appreciate that sub, my guy. Of course, sub counters in the bottom right. Y'all already know it. And that is not for YouTube. You YouTubians, the sub count is only for Twitch.
Son bastantes que a veces tienen dificultades y gracias al creador por ponerlos en nuestros caminos.
That made Kevin the 71st person we've helped walk again. And David and I took that momentum with us to help even more people over here in Ecuador.
Bro, you see how far
Like
this
Kelly,
man going,
who
bro?
spent
That's
6
crazy.
days
Fun
busing
fact,
from
I
Bolivia
am
to
watching
here,
stream while playing
not
Kingdom
even
Come
knowing you should
Deliverance.
get a prosthetic.
Yes, sir. I don't know what that game is, but yes, sir, that's fine. This is Mr. Beast going around helping 2,000 people that probably would have no chance of ever walking again. He's getting them prosthetics so they could be able to walk. That's what this is.
This is why we're doing
amazing,
this
bro.
video right here.
Mr. Beast is just going around helping people,
It's
bro.
been 2 years since you walked.
Amazing.
It's a big moment.
Like, stuff like this just make you smile because it's the little stuff that people that do every day take for granted. Bro, really smart,
Kelly
bro.
was so happy to be walking again that she then asked this.
¿Puedo bailar?
¿Quieres bailar?
Sí, es que yo.
She said, "Can I dance?"
You want me to dance?
Sí.
Oh boy, I don't know what I'm doing. You wouldn't even believe this is her first time walking in 2 years. She's already
That's
dancing.
amazing.
If I had that much money,
Even
I'd
though
feed
I
anyone who
clearly
asked
don't
that
know how to
far.
dance,
Bro,
watching
real
this
talk.
family be reunited
Real
with
talk,
such an
that's
important
facts.
part of their past meant the world to me.
No, gracias, gracias.
And as
That
for
is
Eduardo,
big facts, bro.
he had a really touching reaction to getting his new leg.
Bought them stuff
He
that
kissed
they
it.
needed.
That was adorable.
Bro,
Hasn't
real
walked in
talk,
months,
bro.
which is obviously a shame because he's only 5 years old. It's a big moment. Whenever you're ready, Eduardo. The mom was saying that he would have to
5
drag
years
himself
old.
around and was even embarrassed of not having the legs. So
He's
see him
ready to
moving
run,
like this
bro.
is wonderful. Here you go.
He is ready to
Getting
run.
200+ million views
What's
on
it like seeing
all
your daughter
videos,
walk
which
again?
is like.
Muy emocionado,
Bro,
muy
real talk.
emocionado, de verdad.
I mean, look at this. She hasn't walked in over a year. This is honestly my favorite video. This is crazy.
100K.
Hola.
Bro,
How's
he
it
be
going?
getting money, bro.
Santo Dios.
And then when he get the money off his videos, he puts them
Meeting
back
Fede
into
is
the
cool and
people
all,
like
but the real
so.
reason we're here
100K, 2 million.
is your
I already
brand new
know it.
prosthetic. This is all yours, 100% free.
Muchas gracias, muchísimas gracias. Estoy agradecida.
That's crazy.
¿Qué se siente caminar de vuelta?
Una felicidad enorme.
And to further inspire
Everybody
strength in the
is
50
so happy.
amputees we helped here in Ecuador, David shared with us one of his favorite rituals.
We love to take them hiking on that mountain.
And now we're gonna climb this mountain to break in their new prosthetics. If they
Hey.
can climb this mountain, they can get through daily life. I can see the symbolism of this task. Let the journey begin. All right. Whew. This is actually pretty hard.
This guy went from not walking to literally hiking up a mountain. I mean, it's truly amazing.
That's
You
fire.
really like to challenge these patients.
If you can reach a new height, reach a new summit with a disability, you might feel that anything else is possible.
And I saw just that. The amount of persistence and ambition that these amputees
That guy's
showcased
strong
was
that
unlike
far.
anything
Bro,
I
real
had seen
talk.
before. This is what this trip is all about. He's refusing to give up. I'll be honest, I didn't fully understand why we were climbing this mountain, but now I get it. It's to show them that if
He in
they
the
can
front,
climb
too.
this mountain, they
Bro,
can essentially
facts.
overcome anything with their brand new prosthetic.
This is a nice idea because it's showing them if they can walk up this. Hey, bro, y'all don't have
job.
any excuses. You can do
If you guys
anything
can
that
hike
you
this
need
mountain,
to and want
you
to
can do
in life.
anything. I'm proud of you. Proud of you guys.
That's fire.
And our reward now is this beautiful view. Now
Facts.
we're gonna head all the way over to Kenya, where we found a bunch of kids who still had their legs, but needed expensive surgeries to be able to use them, which of course we paid for. Look at that.
That's
Before the
fire.
surgery, some of these kids have
Going
never
down
walked
is
their
a little
entire
harder.
lives.
I know.
And now look at them.
Facts.
When I try to walk, I can find myself down, not knowing the way I felt down. I was being laughed by my fellow students.
What happened
So
to his leg?
sometimes I could not go to school.
How did that feel taking your first steps?
If I can walk like the other people, so this makes me so happy.
And along with providing these life-changing surgeries, we also provided a brand new playroom at this clinic for the kids to enjoy.
I think
That's
he was
fire,
born
bro.
with like thing.
Right, yeah, I
And
think
at this
so.
point, I'm gonna pick up the pace a little bit because after Kenya,
crazy.
we went all over Africa helping people walk again.
That's fire, bro.
My family, my financial status, and everything I know is gonna change.
And from there, we went to the Philippines, Cambodia, and Sri Lanka.
I hate IVs
For
ISTG.
helping us. Thank
Hey,
you,
I
thank
feel
you.
it.
Thank you
Those
very
things save
much.
lives,
It's
though.
like a second chance for me.
I feel alive again.
Bro, he just,
And after
it's
visiting
like he's
countries
breathing
all
life
around the
into
world
each one of
and
these
witnessing
people.
2,000
They were flames
first
that were
steps,
burning
I'm glad
very
to
low,
say
and he
we
just
can
came
help
around
change
and
the
lit
lives of
everybody's
so many
flame.
people all across the
That's
world.
fire, bro.
But as you'll remember from earlier in this video, we still have a wedding we need to attend.
Which is weirder, the fact that we're at a wedding of people we met 24 hours ago, or Nolan's shirt? Oh, Nolan's shirt, 100%. What is this little rope?
Huh?
All right, Travis is about to walk his daughter down the aisle. Let's see if his brand new legs work. It's a big moment.
I've always dreamed of having my dad walk me down the aisle.
Today I drank 3.2
Bro, that's
liters
amazing,
already.
bro. Amazing, bro. That's all he wanted to do for years, and it was literally perfect timing for his prosthetic leg to allow him to have that amazing experience with his daughter.
Mr. and Mrs. Anderson.
Watching Travis walk his daughter down the aisle made me reflect
That's
on
fire.
all the people's lives who were impacted throughout this video.
Man drank a lot of water today.
It was just amazing. Thank you guys so much.
Amazing.
Hey guys, I wanted to end this video a little differently than normal, and I wanted to say that the fact that some of these people had insurance and were
Mr.Beast
denied,
is
some
the
of these
richest
people had
YouTuber,
insurance but didn't
kindest
have the right
FR.
coverage, it just doesn't sit right with me. Their
He
only
might
hope
be.
right now, getting a
He might
prosthetic
not be,
leg,
though.
so they can walk again, so they can go get a job, is for a YouTuber to step in and help them, which is absurd. I don't know what the answer is, but I wanted to say this so the 100 million people watching this can get inspired, because what I saw when filming this video is just obviously not okay. So anyways, thanks for watching.
Hey,
Yee,
Goat Man,
it's him.
Mr. Beast, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. He put so much of his money back into his bro. Look at
James
the
Stephen,
look at the
Jimmy
number on the video,
Donaldson,
bro.
known as Mr. Beast, with the YouTuber subscribers
went
of
up 100,000,
317
bro.
million and net worth of $500 million, holds the title of the richest YouTuber in the world.
That's crazy. That is big crazy. All right, top 10 biggest catches of all time.
The world of fishermen is a
All right,
very
we gotta find the
interesting
thumbnail real quick. We gotta find the thumbnail real quick. Lobster.
Hell yeah, fishing vid.
Yes, sir. Gotta love that fish. All right, let me. All right, let's see here. So we gonna do the lobster. Man, I wish I had a fork and knife with me. I'm gonna hold this
oh, dang,
little thing
big
up.
head don't work?
Do it? Oh, it don't? I might not have the thing open. Let me check.
IDK.
Let me check. Yeah, I definitely don't have the app open right now. I ain't gonna lie. Let me check. All right, we live with the big head mode. All right, bet. Anyways, here we go. All right, thumbnail. Let's get this thumbnail. Delicious. Head eye. That's my little fork. You feel me? Even though it's a little wrench, but it looked like a fork. You feel me? All right, put me back in live, my brother.
You making robotic lobsters W that.
Bro, real
Nice.
gap. Oh, snap. Alright. Thumbnail secured. Alright, we in this guy. Let's start this up. Oh, I didn't push it in for them. Put a marker on that.
Hands
The
yellow,
world of
heart
fishermen
red.
is a very interesting.
Hands yellow, heart red. That
They
man,
spend hours or even
yes!
days
Yes,
trolling for the
sir.
perfect catch, and over the generations, many amateur fishermen have conflated tales of their one big catch to impress friends and acquaintances. But nowadays, with the internet and cameras everywhere, it's easier
That
and
grouper was
easier to record
big.
proof of monster hauls. On that note, we're going to be looking at 10 of the
I bet
biggest
there is
catches
at
of all
least one
time.
Goliath grouper.
Let's begin,
There's probably
shall we?
1,000%.
Number 10.
1,000%.
The largest lobster.
The largest
Lobster
lobster.
fishing is done by dropping baited traps into the water and then waiting for lobsters to come for it. This system of capture often means that lobsters are hard to catch in large numbers, but it's still a widely profitable industry. Despite the potential for profit, lobster fishing is often seen as one of the most dangerous occupations in the world. Fishermen have become entangled in the lines used to haul up traps, and this can prove fatal in many cases. Despite the risks, hundreds of people take to the seas every year hoping to make the big catch.
Yeah, he said fishermen.
And in 1977, a crew off the coast of Nova Scotia, Canada, caught what Guinness called the world's heaviest marine crustacean, a 44-pound, 6-ounce North Atlantic lobster.
Bro, that boat
While
is going
it is the
crazy.
largest officially recognized lobster, a massive marine lobster caught in 1926 was said to weigh a shocking 51.5 pounds.
That's a fat
Unfortunately,
lobster.
though, this fish was never officially confirmed before it became dinner.
Oh.
Number 9.
Lies.
The largest
Lies,
catfish.
I tell you.
Catfish are some notoriously large creatures, and the aptly named
caught them my whole
giant
life.
catfish is no exception. These giant fish live along the Mekong River between Lower Mekong in Vietnam and the Yunnan province in China.
Hey, yo, bro, that's not even a fish.
Unfortunately, they have been severely overfished and are currently
I was about to say, if you catch that, you eating for the whole year.
On January 18, 2019, an unbelievable
You eating
specimen
catfish
was
for the
caught
whole
by a local
like, I
fisherman.
don't even know if the meat would taste good.
The Mekong was over 9 feet long and weighed an unbelievable 650 pounds.
Imagine
Experts
if
who
a village
verified
caught
the
that.
catch
A
have
village
said that
would
it
be
may
so
not only
happy
be
they
the
have
largest
food
catfish ever
for like
caught,
3 or
but
4
it may in
months.
fact be the largest freshwater fish ever caught in general.
That's crazy.
Number 8. The largest salmon. Salmon is a notoriously common fish, and chances are if you've ever eaten at a seafood restaurant, then you've seen salmon on the menu.
Well, that doesn't count. That's not real
It is a staple
salmon.
of seafood cuisine and can be found on sandwiches, in cans, and as a regular feature with sushi. In the wild, salmon ranges from 3 pounds to over 100 pounds depending on the species, and without fail, the largest variety of salmon is the king salmon, sometimes called the Chinook salmon. In 1949, a group of fishermen in Petersburg, Alaska sprung a net trap and waited for it to fill with various species of fish.
Interesting.
However, when they pulled up the net, they had caught a little more than they had bargained for. Among the fish was a 126-pound king salmon, and the fish was verified and to this day is one of the largest salmon ever caught.
Bruh, a salmon don't even get that big, bro. What they pump that man with steroids, bruh?
It's no surprise that one of the largest recorded squids was from the species known as the colossal squid. The colossal squid is even larger than the giant squid, with members of the species reaching over 30 feet in length and weighing up to 1,500
If I see him in the water,
in
his
February
eyeball
of
is probably as
2008,
big as my
fishermen in
whole
New Zealand
head.
hauled up a massive net. They had expected it to be filled with millions of smaller
You can't
fish
even.
that would be sold
He can fit in a
commercially.
net.
When they got a look at the contents, though, they realized that the net contained several fish and one inconceivably massive 33-foot-long colossal squid. They realized the specimen was truly something special, and they turned it over to the Auckland University of Technology. This is where marine biologist Steve O'Shea confirmed that it was the largest squid on record.
That's crazy.
Number 6. The largest marlin.
Marlin
are essentially
they be
fish
fighting.
recognizable for their long, pointy nose and their incredible speed.
I never
Marlin
had
can swim at speeds of
fried
up to
squid
50 miles
rings.
per hour or 80 kilometers an hour and weigh over 1,500 pounds. These
Yeah,
massive
them marlin,
species
them
are
things
a
can
popular
kill you,
target
bruh.
of sports fishing in
When you
tropical
fishing
regions,
for
and in
'em,
fact, several
they be
species,
flying
including
out
the
of the
white
water.
marlin,
They're
are
so
severely
strong.
endangered due to overfishing. But back in 1970, many people were finding out about exotic fishing opportunities for the first time, and the surge in popularity would lead to one of the biggest catches in history.
That's
In
crazy,
1970, a group of anglers were out
That
on a
fish
fishing
be
adventure in
frying.
Oahu, Hawaii. The group was out on a charter boat skippered by Captain Cornelius Choi when they landed the catch of a lifetime. The fish, which would go on to be dubbed Choi's monster after the captain, was a Pacific blue marlin weighing 1,805 pounds, and to this day it remains the largest marlin
that's
ever
big.
caught on a rod and reel. Number 5. The largest sea bass. The giant sea bass is a critically endangered type of bass that is most common along the Gulf of California, where they can be found in relatively shallow water, typically near kelp forests or underwater ledges. These enormous fish can reach 7 feet and weigh as much as 500 pounds, and they're known to eat anchovies, croaker, mackerel, sheephead, whitefish, sand bass, and even crab. But unfortunately, they're also pretty common prey for a number of species, most notably humans. Bass fishing is a massive industry, and everything from video games
you
to
already know
stores
it.
have taken their namesake from the sport of bass fishing. It
That's a
comes as no
bass?
surprise then that every year thousands of amateur and professional
Well, I ain't never
fishermen
seen no
take to the
bass
water
that
to try and
big.
get their name in the record books. But that's no easy feat. In fact, the current world record has been in place since 1968 when a giant sea bass was caught at Anacapa Island. The fish
I ain't never
itself
seen
weighed
no bass that big, bruh.
563.5 pounds and measured in at 7.4 feet in length. With diminishing populations and growing interest in other species, it is possible that this record may remain unbroken for quite some time. Number 4.
Número.
The largest crab. Alaskan crab fishing holds the distinction of being the most dangerous job in the United States.
Yeah.
According to analysts with the Bureau of Labor
That's definitely not
Statistics, it is
safe
the
working
job with the
terms.
single highest fatality rate, which, if you're wondering, is over 300 fatalities per 100,000 people. Many more endure crippling injuries at the hands of heavy machinery, but the deaths that do occur most often come as a result of drowning or hypothermia. These are two risks that are all too real for the brave men and women who risk so much for this lucrative career.
Wonder how much they
And
get
those
paid
whose
to do
lives
this.
revolve around crab fishing live for a moment like the one in the spring of 1980 when a crew of Alaskan fishermen pulled up a single crab weighing over 33 pounds.
That's crazy.
It was said at the time that
that's
the
a-
one
that's a
crab
king
could have fed
crab and
a
a
large
half.
family for a week or more. To this day, the incredible catch remains the largest individual crab ever caught. Number
Crabs look like
3.
freaking spiders, bro.
The alligator gar.
I would
Many of
definitely
the
not want to see
entries
no
of
big
this
alligator
may very well
gar.
be fish that you've
Oh, yeah,
heard
it would
of or
be
even eaten in a
bussin'.
fancy
It
restaurant.
would be
But
bussin'.
this next fish is one that
No
not
kizzy,
everyone
no
is familiar
cow.
with. The alligator gar is the largest species of the gar family, a type of fish that dates back to prehistoric times and often
It'd be
gets
hard to
dubbed
catch
a
them. They be
living
breaking your
fossil.
lines with their
They
teeth.
glean their name from the obvious physical similarity that they bear to an alligator, but the similarities don't simply end there. The alligator gar is one of few fish that are capable of breathing both air and water, and they can grow to lengths of 10 feet. While these bizarre fish used to be fairly widespread, their range has shrunk considerably over the years, and now they are most common in southern regions of the United States and parts of Mexico.
That's crazy.
In areas where they still occur naturally, alligator gar are still common targets of sport fishing, and the largest confirmed catch with a rod and reel was a jaw-dropping 279-pound beast captured in Rio Grande,
That's a
Texas by
fat
a man named
fish.
Bill Valverde on January 1st, 1951.
200 pounds? How'd you even get that in a boat?
Bragging rights. Now it's time for the day's best pick. My pick for today may be one of the largest and the strangest creatures we've ever seen.
Nobody caught that.
Number 2. The best pick of the day, because this thing really doesn't have much
Nobody
of a
caught
name,
that, bro.
actually. This picture shows one of the most well-known and public cover-ups related to the world of fishing. In 1995, a large commercial fishing rig risked the lives of its crew members in a bid to bring this massive creature back to shore. However, when authorities arrived, they didn't receive the praise they expected. The creature was immediately deemed the property of the Russian army, and even academics were barred from getting close. This photo is infamously
Russian
one of the
army?
only ones of the incident. After gaining possession of the specimen, it was immediately broken down and destroyed, and due to the lack of documentation of the incident and the circumstances surrounding it, it is widely believed that the creature was part of a biological weapons plan that was abandoned following the Cold War. Now, before
What?
we do get to our number 1 spot, let's take a moment for an honorable mention.
That didn't
Most
even
of the
make no
animals on
sense,
today's
bro.
list have been the largest examples of species that are known for their size.
They
but
took
this entry is a
the
little
fish
bit
for a
different.
biological weapon?
No fish completely
Where would it
embodies
go?
the idea of small stature, quite like a shrimp.
Inflate it
The
and
one
go
shrimp that
throw
isn't
it
about
at
to
somebody
take
and
your
let
short
the
jokes is the
whale
mantis shrimp.
explode?
This species of shrimp has the ability to strike its enemies with a force of 1,500 newtons, and with a punch like that, it's no surprise that the mantis shrimp was the
guy, he
largest
is
shrimp
strong.
ever caught. Fishermen along the Indian River in Florida caught a shrimp that measured 18 inches in length.
I saved the best for last, but first, I have a quick challenge that takes only 5 seconds to complete. If you can leave a like and subscribe within the next 5 seconds, you'll get 10 years of amazing luck. Just try it. It really works.
Number 1.
I think I'm gonna go to number 1
Ain't that the
instead,
thing
brother.
from Finding
Shark.
Nemo?
From Hollywood movies to a week in their honor, one deep-sea
Nah,
creature
I
has
don't think that was
captivated
in
the hearts
Finding
and
Nemo.
minds of people everywhere for generations, and there's a good chance that they always will. That being sharks. If you scream
Yeah,
it
if
out
you
of the
catch
beach,
a
you'll
shark,
have people
bruh, you
running
need
in
to
every
just
which
give them
direction.
your fishing
Believe it or
rod.
not, there is an entire industry filled with brave men and women who make it their goal to get up close and personal with these infamous carnivores.
Yeah, I don't think I want to
In
catch
case you
a
didn't
shark.
know, shark fishing is a very real and very dangerous pastime.
Very
While
dangerous.
there are
You can
many
lose your
legal
whole
thresholds
arm.
in place to protect vulnerable species, it is possible to acquire a license to take part in this larger-than-life version of fishing, and while most people aren't exactly hauling in great whites at the end of their line, some pretty big sharks do get snagged. So,
Yeah, that's
how
crazy.
big is the biggest one on record? According to the Guinness Book of World Records,
That's a whale
declared that
shark,
the
bro.
largest fish ever caught was a whale shark that was 41 feet, 6
That don't
inches
even
long,
count.
and several thousand pounds.
You
What's
can't
the
catch
biggest
that
fish
on no
you've ever
fishing
caught?
rod, bro.
Would you ever want to fish for any of the
That
creatures on
dang whale
today's
shark
list?
would break
Let us
every
know in the
fishing rod
comment
that we
section.
have. What fishing rod did they catch him on?
Hey.
made this shit go. Bitch, I got gas like a sicko. She poppin' pussy like pimples. Send my brother like kinfolk. You get